Hey guys, welcome to the class 3 of graphic design. Today we'll be talking about social media design, which is a type of what graphic design. In our class 2, we talked about the various types of graphic design, and we talked about in the class 2, we talked about one of it, which is branding and logo design. And so, in this class 3 video, we'll be talking about social media design. Now, as you know, as a graphic designer, it's your job what to design what flyers for all forms of social media handles, and you know it is your job as a graphic designer. You can also work what as a social media manager in different firms and organizations. As a graphic designer, you can also work as what a web administrator. Now, as a graphic designer, you can also manage what different word or series of what platforms. Now, in this social media design, we will be talking about the various social media handles that you as a graphic designer can handle effectively, and those are the popular word handles in social media, regardless of the others. But these are the major ones that comes in handy most of the times. Now we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have WhatsApp, we have YouTube, and you also know we also have Twitter and other forms of social media platforms that a graphic designer handles effectively and more for companies. But in this tutorial video, we'll be talking about Facebook posts, Instagram flyers, WhatsApp ads, and what the YouTube thumbnails. You know, as a Facebook when it comes to Facebook posts, as a graphic designer, it's your job to make what series of what designs, flyers for the post. Every post that hits on the social media handle of every organization, every flyer, every text, every single content of every post is being generally what created by a graphic designer, because every organization that has a social media manager or the social media manager must have a fair knowledge of what the graphic designing, because you cannot be a social media manager in any organization when you don't have the fair knowledge of graphic designing, because you must know how to develop content and when it comes to content development, you must know how to manage, edit text, you must know how to format text, and all forms of what other editorial requirements needed for an effective post when it comes to Facebook. And likewise in Instagram, you must know how to design different kind of flyers. And you know Instagram is all about what posting of flyers and video content, but it basically is all about more of what pictures. So you must know how to design flyers effectively when it comes to posting in Instagram. And when it comes to WhatsApp ads, you know, as a graphic designer, you must know also every single thing when it comes to ads, monetization in Facebook, all forms of what advertisements or procedure needed in social media platform like Facebook and what Instagram. As a graphic designer, you can effectively work as a content manager or a content developer or a social media manager in any organization, because every organization has a social media manager that controls the social handles entirely. Because when it comes to the social media design, you know every single thing deals with what the general public. Your regular posting on Facebook, on Instagram, on WhatsApp, on YouTube. You create different video contents, you create different image content, you create different typography about a particular company, about their branding, about their services, about all forms of what activities of their daily routines of a particular company, be it private, be it public, or any form of sector. It's the job of a social media manager to make sure every content that hits their social media handle should be clean, should be, the message should be catchy, the heading should be clean, you should know the right font type, the right font colors, and you should know when a particular text needs underline, when a particular text or needs spacing, need a comma, need a full stop, all forms of punctuations needed by a particular text entirely in a flyer. You should know the right model to use. You should know what the right shape to use entirely. You should know the right layout to print. You should know the right format of what image to develop, to convert entirely. As a graphic designer, you should understand all these things. So as a graphic designer, you should also know that you should know and know that you can effectively function in any organization, and especially in the role of being what a social media manager. A social media manager. When it comes to that particular part, your job is to develop all forms of content, all forms of imagery, and even all forms of what editorial materials when it comes to social media posting. It's your job. So know that as a social media manager, you should try your best what to learn. You should try your best what, to be creative. You try your best to be smart. You should what always follow the principles needed when it comes to the content development. So in our next class, we talk about what print design. Thank you very much for following this video, and I hope you understood everything. If you have any question, please do well to ask us using the comment box. Thank you very much, and thank you for joining Ego Hub Digital Empowerment Initiative.